Welcome to the Behind the Drapes podcast. I'm your host, Expo Rich, and we are here at the CISO CEO Summit here in beautiful Kiawah Island. And my guest, Skeith, the new CEO, and well, I say new, but
it was a while ago.
the CEO and Managing Director of UFI. Thank you for meeting me, and thank you for joining me on my podcast today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the invitation. It's always a pleasure. So.
I had the pleasure of attending my first UFI in 2017, and it was in Johannesburg.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and it was, and I have to tell you, just growing up. So I'm actually second generation in the trade show industry. I grew up literally as a kid and brought up all around it, and it really opened up my eyes to the rest of the world of trade shows and how different it is around the world, being part of that event. So I'm really honored that you're here sitting with me today, because like the organization that you represent is so powerful around the globe. So.
Oh, thank you. I think UFI's got a very privileged position where we act on a very strategic level, but connecting communities is in our DNA. Mm-hmm. You should always be a member of the National Association, and UFI should be the second one you join. But if you've got those ambitions to create that network, get that knowledge, have great experiences around the world, and that 2017 one was a good one.
Yeah, and it was really it was fortunate for me because and while we were there, me and Marty Glenn and I had some activity, we'll call it, in Cuba, and and what we were trying to accomplish with some exchange of ideas and education there. It gave us the opportunity for Marty to be on a panel talking about emerging markets and small markets and things. So we went together there, and it was great for me because it also in the same time I was looking to expand into Latin America, and UFI has been really a great supporter of that with Anna Maria and the team down there with the Latin American office. So. I learned so much about it just by attending that first one, and I've been attending more and more of the Latin American events since. So
they're really good. And we've got 5 regional directors around the world, from EMEA to MEA to North America, where Marty's helps us out now, and Martha, and then Anne Maria still Central South America, and then Nick, who looks after Europe. So all of those representatives, if you like, have got that real local knowledge and those really local connections. So as you go and explore, and they can use their internal network. So if we don't know the answer, we definitely know somebody that does.
Yeah, absolutely. And as the podcast is called Behind the Drapes, and why we like to go a little deeper and the people, and I always like to start with the origin story. And how did you end up in events and fairs to begin with?
I'll do the slightly shorter one. But I was very lucky to join an audit company in the UK way back in 1993, and did media auditing at magazines, newspapers, which were quite dull in many ways in terms of the connection with people, and then we launched an auditing scheme for exhibitions, trade and consumer shows. So I was part of that journey for 13 years within ABC UK. Made lots of connections, realised that dynamic media face-to-face was like just where that really inspired me, and from there I was approached to join the association world and merge 2 associations in the contracting and supplier space. So we merged 2 together. So I was the independent person that came in to bring people together, because as you can imagine, there was quite a lot of history. Did that. So we formed ESSA back in 2008. Did that for 4 years. Then ran the Venue Association. So all UK based companies. And then the venues were things like Excel, the NEC, O2, all those kind of places. And then after another 4 years, a vacancy came to run the AEO, the Association of Event Organisers in the UK. So 100 members, but many of them are here. So I've had the pleasure of coming to CISO for probably about 11 years now. And a lot of that tribe are here, which is fabulous. And then, say 14 months ago, the opportunity to run UFI as the global association came up, and one of my reticence was missing the people you work with, but thankfully there's quite a lot of those members that we had at AEO were also part of CISO,
right.
So we're still able to make those connections in here. So
well, I mean, I guess that was it was a blessing to already be in the community and having that opportunity to take over a new organization that was still touching the same space.
Really important. And people, it's a people business, and those connections are important, and they're friends as well as business acquaintances, and we're just in the business of helping each other grow. And one of the big things about UFI is it really is a place where, to quote somebody, we may compete, but we're not competitors every day. And then people really help each other out and on so many different levels, whether it's helping grow or times of trouble. So it's quite a unique place to be, that people genuinely do share all the trade secrets with each other to help each other grow. And Latin and Central South America is a really good example that community through UFI is really keen to help that region grow and create those environments for growth, and we're fortunate to be going back in 2027. We're going into Expo Guadalajara for our global congress, and we've just signed them as a diamond sponsor as well, which is the first one we've had from that region. So it really is a region on a march.
One for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So besides that one, talking about a call out for 2027, what else has you really excited about what's coming up in the future years for UFI?
There's a lot. We still maintain our sort of 4 main pillars around learning, which was formerly called education, advocacy, research, and then our own events. But I feel that we're more about evolution than revolution. And as an organisation, we've always really listened to the members and really made a point of delivering value to them. So in terms of going forward, you've got to keep close to your customers. That they're our biggest competitors. If they don't like what you're doing, then they'll disappear. So staying relevant, evolution, and there's such a lot of opportunity with lots of things that we're doing, stretching content across different platforms, looking at different ways that we create the content around our events, utilising, data and technology, and also, really providing a safe harbour for people. Obviously at the moment with the conflicts we have in the Middle East, we're able to provide a lot of support for people, hearing what's happening on the ground, make sure people are safe. So continuing to be relevant is the primary objective, and connecting communities is super important. But we've got quite a bit of areas of efficiencies that I think we can drive even more value. So keep on that steady path, keep listening, keep evolving. That's important.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that you've been coming to UFI you've been coming to CISO for about 11 years. What would you say is a real value add, and what keeps bringing you back to this CISO CEO Summit?
So we partner with CISO on a number of research projects. David Aldrain and Vinny are both people I'd call friends, as well as compatriots. We regularly catch up to sort of compare notes on, running associations, because it's quite a lonely spot. There's not that many, that many people that do it. So we share notes, help each other out. So it's good to be here to support the individual. And Anna and Catherine and everything as well. But also we've got it's nice to take a bit of a deep dive into the things that are happening in the US market. That's important. Again, we've got a lot of mutual members that are here, so it's good to support them. And often you come to great resorts like this as well, which is really nice. So it's a bit of a busman's holiday, but you always look at the ways you can improve your own events and how you connect and everything. So, but primarily it's to support each other. Vinny and CISO attend our events, so it's a really good, strong collaboration. We've got very similar values, with trust and helping our members grow. We're very aligned, so we're good partners in crime throughout the year. But this is a nice way to support CISO by being here in person.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to that 2027 in Guadalajara. Thank you so much for doing this today.
Absolute pleasure. Cheers, Rich. Thank you very much.